Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
A lot of you guys are just busting inside of people, no birth control. They're not on birth control, don't care. Oh my God!
No! So you have to imagine I'm just on vacation, just chilling. And I just thought it was so crazy how he would get me pregnant. And he knew at this point he could get children. And then he would continue on and just get another person pregnant. Also, apparently not knowing he can get people pregnant.
Yeah, he told me that too. He said that he had a low sperm count.
This is a sickness, but I enjoy it.
Abba is well into his 30s, and he's been on YouTube for 10 plus years. So what does that tell us?
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
It tells us that he has experience, and he knows how to navigate the social media space very efficiently and effectively.
Always ignore what I tell you. I don't want to you keep reaching
because I'm pregnant and we need to figure this out. I'm pregnant, we need to figure it out.
Whatever. I don't care. That's your responsibility now.
Go to the clinic. Like, that's an incredibly physically traumatic thing for a lot of women to experience. It fucks up their hormone balance for an extended period of time, it has physical ramifications, and it messes with their psyche. If you've never had your hormones completely out of whack, you may never be able to understand. But just casually saying, yo, just take a pill, do this, just get rid of it. You guys are asking a lot.
You don't care if I keep it or not after I
But keep it or not. I told you I don't want you to keep it.
I'm gonna put your whole shit on blast is not that far for a lot of people.
So, to my knowledge, I could be wrong. Fresh got one lady pregnant and was kind of trying to push for the abortion. And Abba, as of this day, has gotten 2 women pregnant that are not black. Abba was also the same person that made fun of Stevie for marrying a woman that was white to push his narrative on how Stevie thinks about the children, which I think was kind of weird because you never attack a man's family that he has chosen to have, especially when it's a nuclear family.
True. That's true. And yeah, that's true.
But the 2 women that Abba has messed with are Asian and white. You cannot make this stuff up.
And you can't tell a good one from a bad one? Doesn't this just make you look like you have zero credibility? Oh my God! No! You was eating out her bonds. If she is what you claim she is, that's a bigger L for you. Prince CEO got his her pregnant, and she's keeping the baby, and she's exposing him. Yes, her alpha male guru, whatever, red pill, knows the truth of the world, got caught up with a worker and got her pregnant, and now he's begging her to get rid of it. The guys who were supposed to tell you not to get these was pregnant, got her pregnant. Now, can I ask you a question? Is that fresh?
In his stream, he said that he just found out like 2 years ago that he had low sperm count. I guess he got you pregnant, and then he got me pregnant. And then you saw the abortion video.
And there are going to be those of you people that are still going to be in Abba's side, which is fine. We don't really lose anything. It's your life. Pick whoever side you want to be on. But I'm on the side of truth. I'm on the side of reason.
To this day.
For Abba to get 2 women pregnant in the span of 6 months, and both of them aborted the children, tells me that there's one common denominator. And the one common denominator is Abba.
My back is against the wall. This is not a test. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
These 2 women don't know each other from God knows where. They have never met. But the reason why they are talking and the reason why they are exposing this whole thing is because Abba is the common denominator that messed with the both of them. How is Abba getting a woman pregnant in 2 dates? Yet he's the same person that preaches caution when it comes to how you choose to live your life sexually.
I want nothing from you. I don't want anything from the child. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything. I will never learn a damn thing about anything involving us. I will never spend time with anybody involving you. I will never look them in the face. I will not learn any names. They will never know me. I will never know them. I'm going to make my own family. I'm going to move on with my life, and they will have nothing to do with me. That includes you.
You don't care if I keep it or not after I
But keep it or not, I told you I don't want you to keep it. You know, that would make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? But even if they decide to keep it, whatever. You know, paying child support for a kid I don't want to just because it's connected to you, don't feel that great.
But what did
I'll pay the child support because it's my responsibility, but I don't want anything to do with you. So you have to choose what you want to do. You'll have to figure that out. I'm not going to be part of that conversation. But I will never visit the kid. The kid will never visit me. I'll never know who they are. He will never know me. I promise.
And I'm going to say something that most people have not said. Do you guys think it's weird or odd that Abba is still single, well into his 30s? Not age-shaming. I'm just pointing out the experience of his life. Do you guys think it's weird that Abba has expressed how he wants to get married, wants to have a family, wants to have kids, and yet he has not been able to find somebody to settle down with?
Why?
Why? Why? It is possible to develop a strong, committed, healthy, safe relationship as long as you know what you want and you're smart enough to get about how you want and you're disciplined enough to live a lifestyle that will give you what you want.
He's right, you know.
But Abba is a well-known social media content creator. I'm sure there are people that he has access to that the regular person doesn't have access to. And he's made a point that he's not the most picky person when it comes to a partner, as long as they have similar values and similar life trajectories. So to be single at this point in his life, especially when he's expressed wanting something else, I'm not saying that's a red flag or that's an automatic red flag, but that is something that we all need to investigate. Don't you think so?
I don't want anything to do with you. I wish that you would just be dead to me. That's what I prefer. It don't matter. All you need to know is I don't want this kid, but if you want to have it, that's your
But you wanted
I want nothing to do with this kid.
I understand. I understand. But you wanted the kid the first 2 months. And so when I told you I felt
I thought I was going to be with somebody, but turns out you wanted to quit, so it is what it is. Like, you are disruptive to my life. You're ruining everything for me. I don't want anything to do with you. I want to go back to work. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be able to enjoy the things I enjoy. I want you gone.
It comes down to one or two things. It's not like Abba is single and he's by himself. If he was by himself and he hasn't found anybody that he wants, that's different. But he's messing with people. And not only that, he's getting them pregnant. And why is it that 2 women had to abort your child?
Emotional damage.
Do you know what that means for 2 women to not see you as a potential person that they can co-parent with, that they have to abort the child that you gave them?
Damn. I'm sorry.
Let's flip this, right? If this was anybody else that did this, how would Abba react? What would Abba say? Then just so you know, Preach is married. So what is so hard about finding someone that you actually have a connection with? And I'm not saying that anybody that there's, maybe he's waiting for that perfect person, who knows?
Okay.
But there's still a point to note that if he wanted to be with somebody at this point in his life, he would be. And he would not be engaged in this type of behavior, because what attracts him to be with this type of people, especially when he says that he should not be giving his energy to this type of people?
It sounded so familiar, because I think a theme that has been running throughout our dynamic, I guess, from 2021 to 2026 is like, he'll love to do like a therapy speech kind of text, and then like block you.
Yeah, he always.
And I feel like I'm a really reasonable person.
You serious?
But then again, getting a girl pregnant in under 2 days, that's crazy work, my guy. And I'm not out here saying that these women are like victims or they're the damsel in distress. The main point about this is Abba's credibility. 1 woman, okay, things be happening. 2 women in under 6 months, that's kind of insane to me.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
And y'all may not have a problem with it. I definitely don't have a problem with it because I don't follow Abba for my life choices. But it definitely says that Abba has a lot of skeletons in the closet that he probably doesn't want to come out. Now, this is my end point. I believe in privacy, but I also believe in privacy to a certain extent. This is like a pastor's preaching loyalty, monogamy, and a bunch of things. And a pastor has every right to keep his life private. But when your life is so private that we cannot even say anything about you, that we cannot even point at something and be like, you are living by the standards that you preach, that is a problem.
Gotcha, bitch.
And if we look at Abba lives his life privately. And that's not a problem. But when the only thing that is coming about your private life is how you have been quite irresponsible recently with your sexual life, when you're one that preaches the opposite and has shamed and made fun of people for making the same decisions that you were making, especially when you made those statements before all these things happened, it says that privacy is a gift, but sometimes when somebody wants to be too private with your life, it may show that they're hiding something that they do not want the public to know about. Because at the end of the day, social media is a place where anybody can say anything and may not have to back it up. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. What do you guys think about this whole Abba situation? And do not forget to like and enjoy your day.
And now you're over here talking about my personal, does Abba like getting pegged? Actually, no, he never did that. Like, why are you talking about my sex life? You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. This girl's confused. She's got a Christian complex, and it turns out in bed, she's a giant hedonist and a freak weirdo, okay? Now me, my partner likes weird shit, I don't mind.
Jesus Christ.
Why? Because as long as it's within the boundaries of what's okay to me, I'll do that for her. I'm a pretty vanilla guy on the day, but not this girl.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. You bastard.
She want to talk about it, all right?
She did that.
You know, she want to lick stuff off glass. That's okay. She's like some good Christian girl who pretends like, oh, I'm such a petite, like whatever. This girl likes a dog collar on her neck, and she likes to be walked around like a dog, okay? And one of the reasons when we ended things that she wanted to get back together, she was worried that she would never meet anyone who would want to enjoy because none of her other exes would entertain putting a dog collar on her and walking around like a good old bitch.
This is a sickness, but I enjoy it.